This is True Buzz, that Mary Jane, now we ain't new to this. For my stoners and for my cannabis enthusiasts, never heard a show as good as this. Yeah, number one, it's the best. Bringing in many special guests in the industry of cannabis. Business owners to growers, even artists you know of. So sit back and just roll up the perfect show for my smokers. True Buzz.
But yeah, so I do that, and so I did cruise ships for a while. I stopped, pulled back on the cruise ships. First of all, because they don't let you smoke, and they're aggressively anti-weed on the cruise ships. They'll drug test you.
Really?
Yeah, as a performer, they'll drug test you.
I've never heard of that shit.
If they decide to, there's so many signs, like they're like reefer madness level signs that are like, a high crew member's a dangerous crew member, that kind of thing. Damn. Like, you see someone smoking weed, report them for your safety. Like, what are they gonna do? Eat your sandwich? Fuck yourself. It's ridiculous. And so, it just stinks to be on a cruise ship. If they catch you smoking or something like that, they don't just fire you. They have the option to like kick you off in whatever port you're in.
Damn.
So that was a part of it. I just hated feeling like, just like in general, because if you test positive, even if you're not smoking it right then, like if you smoke before you got on the cruise ship, then they can kick you off. And I'm just like, I'm not going to stop smoking. I'm not going to stop living my life. I'm certainly not going to stop doing my show. So I did it for like a year, and it was great money. But, I think a lot of people in LA can relate, is that I came to LA to be in LA. I didn't come to LA to have all my shit in LA and then be shipped off on a cruise ship,
Yeah, and that's what I hear too, like kind of what you're saying from cooks and servers, like, we make great fucking money, but people think it's all fun to work on a cruise ship, but it fucking sucks. Like, you don't have time. Did you have time to kick it? Like, I had
time to kick it. So the entertainers they're called guest entertainers, and so you're not quite like some of these people are on the clock. I swear to God, they have to be on the clock 12 hours a day, and they're getting paid good money. A lot of it's good money for where they're from, though. So if we're gonna hire 1,000 cooks, are we going to hire 1,000 cooks from America, or are we going to hire 1,000 cooks from Burkina Faso or something where the cost of living's way lower, and then they can get paid $12 an hour and consider it like, because these are multinational corporations. So like you'll see it on their tags that it'll say like from here, and you'll notice that, it's funny that all the cleaners are from this country and all the cooks are from this country, and it's because the cost of living's so low, they can pay 10, and I don't know what they pay.
So they can pay from wherever you're from, they can pay that rate, and it's all
well,
good.
They're probably still paying a minimum wage for American minimum wage or whatever minimum wage from whatever country, but for what they're putting these people through, it to those people probably seems like an amazing amount of money, where for you and I, it's probably minimum wage. And then you're putting the people to work 12 hours a day or whatever amount of hours they're doing a day. I don't know, but I can tell you these people worked. So I didn't even have it that bad. We were doing quite a few. We were doing 3 shows a day, though, 6 days a week, which is a lot. And cruise ship comedy would be better, except for the 2 things. One, when we say you have to be clean, I mean, there were several shows every week that I had like 8-year-olds in the front row. And having 8-year-olds in the front row of a comedy show fundamentally changes the vibe of the show, because nothing makes you feel more like an idiot enjoying something than trying to laugh at a joke and then hearing the innocent laughter of a child up front. You're like, oh, that's right. This isn't an adult thing that we're doing, So that was weird. And then also nobody pays for the comedy shows. So they're on it, and you're just one of many options. It's like, okay, we're going to go see Billy at the comedy show, or we're going to go see Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, down at the theater. Like there's just one of many options, or we're going to go see a magic show, or we're going to go see what is the term? Like we had like a contortionist show on one of our things. So like we're just one of many things. So expect as the people that are excited about comedy see you early in the week. So as the week goes on, you get more people that have already seen your act, and then you also get people that are just like, I don't really care about comedy, but we have to get all of our money's worth out of this cruise. So it just gets worse as the week goes on.
Oh, shit.
And then I have to be stone cold sober the entire time. Yeah. So out of all, if I lived my life and somebody told me, Billy, you have to go back to the cruise ships and that's all you're ever going to do in comedy, I could live a worse life. It's really not the worst thing in the world. It's just not, as a young man, what I wanted to be doing right now. And so I kind of pulled back from it. And like I said, a non-zero amount of the reason was that they drug tests. So
yeah, I would have guessed that they would drug test. Like, I mean, I could see maybe some other people who are actually like running the ship and shit. But
yeah,
like do
The
people
captain? Sure. Yeah, maybe he
yeah.
shouldn't be high. Yeah, maybe stay sober if you're in charge of this giant cruise ship with 7,000 people on it. Yeah, maybe I don't want that guy high.
Yeah.
This is True Buzz, that Mary Jane, now we ain't new to this. For my stoners and for my cannabis enthusiasts, never heard a show as good as this. Yeah, number one, it's the best. Bringing in many special guests in the industry of cannabis. Business owners to growers, even artists you know of. So sit back and just roll up the perfect show for my smokers. True Buzz.